With 375 million in March and 567 million just last week, Meta has been ordered to pay almost $1 billion over child safety failings. And it follows a series of escalating penalties across the US and Europe. But this latest ruling, I think, is the strongest signal yet that regulators see Meta's youth safety problems as systemic, not accidental, not isolated cases, but systemic. And the fines are really landed because I think of one core issue, and that's the correlation between social media exposure and youth harm and suicide risk. In addition to the fines, the latest ruling immediately ordered monthly limits on teen usage, notification restrictions, tighter controls on adult-minor interactions, safeguards for AI chatbots, and enhanced review of child abuse reports. Now, there's no global count of children who have tragically died by suicide because of social media. Coroners do not classify suicide that way. But the risk signals are strong enough that public health agencies are treating this as a major contributor to youth harm. And in fact, the World Health Organization reports that harmful online content is a factor in 15% of global youth suicide attempts. And US studies alone show cyberbullying is presently more than 80% of youth suicide cases with a digital footprint. Now, heavy social media use also increases the likelihood of self-harm and suicidal ideation by up to 70% in adolescents, a stark number. An algorithmic application can actually double exposure to harmful content for teens within 24 hours. And this is why regulators are escalating. Now, here's the trust versus cost angle. In its last full year financial results, Meta made around $160 billion and change in revenue and in excess of $60 billion in net income profit. Now, a $1 billion fine does not really hurt the balance sheet that much. What it does hurt, however, is trust. Parents hear the rulings and lose confidence. Governments hear them and tighten the screws. Advertisers, really critical to Meta and other revenue streams, hear them and rethink their own brand and their own brand safety. So the financial penalty is symbolic. The trust penalty may be the real thing that makes Meta and others sit up, as the social responsibility angle clearly doesn't seem to matter to them as much as the bottom line. And perhaps Mr. Zuckerberg himself needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror, even see himself through the dollar signs.